We got a beautiful sunset for our Wednesday evening. Meteorologist Tyler Vangi here, filling in for Chief Meteorologist Donnie Cox. There's a live shot over Emerald Isle. We're starting to drop those temperatures. Those feel like temperatures, though. Everybody off into the west, Midland, North Carolina, they got a bigger break. They got an earlier break, if you will, from those extreme temperatures. Now, the heat advisory, don't get me wrong, still lasts until tomorrow, so we're going to see that heat kind of sticking around. Those heat indices getting up to about 100 to 105. That's the feel-like temperature, and that's what we're looking at here. These are those feel-like temperatures. So when you account for the humidity, the mugginess, and also the ambient temperature, that's what it leaves you with, that feel-like temperature. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. The storms, the showers are starting to fizzle out. They were pushing down to the south. We'll look at those in just a second, but some moderate to heavy showers. It was much needed rainfall. Personally, I'm waiting to cut the grass. I don't know, maybe I'm using it as an excuse not to cut the grass because we haven't had a whole lot of rainfall, and I don't want to see my grass brown. I like to see it nice, thick, and dark and green. So that's probably why I'm going to wait until Friday when we get a little bit of a break from the temperatures. Here's a look at the storms pushing down to the south. There's severe thunderstorm watches, severe thunderstorm warnings. Thankfully, we didn't have to deal with the bulk of that action. There's a little bit of vorticity, and you think about high pressure, it rotates in a clockwise fashion. That's what's bringing up this southerly wind off the coast and allowing for some of those storms. Can't say the same for everybody. We're getting a break from it. Wish we would have got a little bit of a rain shower activity, at least in downtown New Bern. I need a little bit more rain. There's your Thursday, a nice break in the clouds, maybe even some fog potential early tomorrow morning. It'll wrap up by 9 a.m., but those inland areas that did see some rainfall, potential to see some fog. After that, it all burns off by 9 a.m. We'll have clear skies through much of tomorrow. Maybe an isolated shower tries to push inland. Not expecting a whole lot of activity. Just a 1 out of 5 marginal risk. High temperatures are in the mid to upper 90s. The further north you look your way, and I know it sounds ironic, you look at Florida and there's nowhere compared to our temperatures. Even up towards Pennsylvania, they were sitting around 103 degrees. But there's your marginal risk for severe weather. Just a 1 out of 5, barely clipping some of us. We'll see some storms pushing into our neck of the woods. They'll probably die, collapse, and you'll actually be thankful because it's going to give you a little bit of a breeze and bring down some of that much cooler air from the upper levels of the atmosphere. There's your rip current threat for tomorrow, low to moderate. Don't worry about a thing. Perfect day to get out there, con the boat, just enjoy that breeze, put your hair back, and enjoy those waters. A light chop for the rivers and the sounds. We're still tracking the tropics. Nothing to talk about, though, in the short term. We had our first named tropical storm of this year. That has since subsided. That was Tropical Storm Andrea, post-Tropical Storm Andrea. We're keeping an eye on Barry now. That's going to be the next one to form, but as of right now, not even a sign for it. Water temperatures are definitely warm enough. Here's your 7-day forecast. That water temperature is also being represented in our ambient temperatures. Way too hot for my liking. At least we'll get a break through the weekend.